Transition.
at Maker Fair.
I'm going to start the meeting.
I think
Hands
oh,
up.
that's right. My wife's one of the producers.
Oh, really?
Yep. Oh, that's good. Let's see.
What are we doing at Maker Fair?
Axe throwing. FamiLAB axe throwing. You can put your favorite Hackerspaces logo on the axe target.
I like it. I don't get roped into doing all of the robots all the time. Can we start the meeting?
Whenever you listen,
Okay.
I'm just here, Lily. You can do whatever you'd like to do whenever you'd like to do it. I am here for you.
Hello and welcome to the January 2023 FamiLAB monthly meeting. Happy New Year! We survived yet another year. This meeting is being recorded and streamed on the internet. Let me move my cough drop around. So if you do not want to be on the internet, please leave now and forever hold your peace. Dan is not here, so I'll go through the brief financial update we have at this time. We are currently up possibly one member, down one, total 109 at the moment. No donations to speak of for the month. Thank you, Dan.
We did have one member increase their membership rate.
Yes, we do have a new recurring donation. Thank you, Mike. Would you like me to put you on a pedestal?
No, I just would like to
Fluff your
encourage others
pillows.
to do it on their own accord.
What about on their own?
General update.
Civic?
The
Yeah, that was
annual
fine.
meeting is coming up on March 25th at 3 p.m. This is our time once a year where we go over the previous year, have a brief history of the organization, and look ahead to the future. The important thing that happens at the annual meeting is the board of directors election. So, of the membership, you can nominate anybody who is in good standing to the board of directors. And what the board of directors is what did I write here?
A group of people who keep the lights on.
Basically, we're the people that handle the business side of FamiLAB, as FamiLAB is a business in the eyes of God and the IRS. So we make sure bills get paid, emails get answered, filings get done, etc., etc. If you are interested in joining the board of directors, please talk to one of the current board members and they can give you a rundown of what all we do, which is not a whole lot. And the current board is myself, Brian, Roger, Plug, Dan Burrows, and Jeffrey Hepburn Blackheart, who is in New York, so can't talk to him much. There's a Slack channel, annual meeting 2023 for discussion of the annual meeting.
Disgusting.
Not a whole lot. We don't have any, I don't believe we have any RFCs that are going to happen for this year. Nothing changing. There's not any reason to change much. Next topic, 3D printers. The Ender and Ender clone had some issues. One had a dead power supply. One wasn't holding temp, I think, in the hot end. So they are under repair. The Ender clone is doing a test print now to see if it is fixed. The other one will be fixed by this weekend. I wanted to last week, but I got sick.
Still going.
It's still going. It was failing at the 2-hour mark, so we will see. Laser tube. We're getting close to the time to replace the current tube. It is roughly $2,000. We are reaching out to Epilogue and are in communication with them on all of that goodness. So hopefully soon we'll be able to get the laser tube replaced and cutting nice and.
I did some research.
Yes.
Apparently, you can get those tubes, those RF tubes, recharged, and then they work as well as they did from factory. I do not know the process behind it, like if you have to send yours in, or if you pay money, or like if there's a swap thing going on. I don't know what the process is, but they can be recharged rather than replaced.
How much is it, and does it eliminate our core charge?
Those are good questions. I only found a recharge for a 100-watt tube, and I want to say it was like $900 for the whole thing, all in with shipping.
We can put a 100-watt in our machine if it's compatible. I mean, the form factor is all it is. The power and the control signals are the same no matter what.
Yeah, I don't know. It is a topic of research that could be done. I'm not saying don't buy the one from FamiLAB. I'm just saying if we wanted to try something different, that can be a way to go.
As long as it doesn't void any warranties or void any core charge.
Are we still under warranty?
We have a warranty?
I don't know.
Those are good questions.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
As long as we can do it safely without injuring anything on the laser.
This is the point of FamiLAB to avoid warranties.
Before we
Not on a $15,000 machine.
it's double that.
On a $30,000 machine.
Before we commit to it, I should have a little bit of time to look into it more and see if it's actually something viable.
Yeah.
The optics, though, we should probably buy from FamiLAB because they're tuned for the machines. Optics.
All right. Yeah, I know, because like the core charge for the laser tube is $2,500.
Yeah.
So basically, to get a new tube would be $4,000.
Yeah.
So if recharging it is cheaper, however, we lose that core charge, it'd be screwed in the longer term.
Let me. I'll look into it. I'll let you know.
Perfect. Thank you. I will.
You can add to my task list.
Thank you for reminding me about optics. I'm going to include that in the email. And that's it for the agenda. Open discussion time, show and tell. If anyone would like to discuss anything in the official agenda time or have anything to show and tell. I know Mike has a big box of show and tell. So for right now, I'm going to toss it to him.
Oh, good. I get to pretend. Are you going to turn the camera?
I'm going to turn the camera. Very high tech we're doing here.
I have a very large box that will also become a very large box that then will print things. I bought the
Smaller boxes?
like smaller boxes, exactly. So like my goal is to print more boxes. So I'm using my printer to print parts for my new printer, so I can print boxes, so I can put more things in them. Yeah, so exactly right. It's recursive. I am building a Voron 2.4 kit. That's the Voron, the number 2 model, the 4th iteration of it. If any of you are not familiar, Voron is a very fast, fully open source printer. All the hardware is completely open source. All the software is open source. They literally give you a CAD model of the printer in Fusion 360 that you can use while you're building the printer or source all the parts yourself. It's going to be an interesting experience. I have some experience building and maintaining 3D printers, so this will be a fun one. But I'm not designing this one specifically to do speed printing, but there are Voron 2.4s that can speed print a Benchy in about 3.5 minutes, which is quite incredible.
Fast.
That is stupid fast.
Yeah. Not that I need to print a Benchy in 3.5 minutes. But
How big of a Benchy though?
A normal sized Benchy.
Yeah, they print an unscaled original size.
Yep. In 3.5 minutes at moderately okay. 5 years ago, we would have said, "Holy crap, that's a good-looking Benchy." Quality at 3.5 minutes, but those people are doing absolutely insane things with their printers that are well beyond what I intend for this one. And because they're all built by individuals with their own tweaks, no two are exactly alike, and each one is built for its own owner's purpose. So it'll be a fun build for sure. I'm going to assemble the frame tonight on the surface plate in the back, so it's nice and square, and then probably build the rest of it from home. I did print a lot of parts for it already, but this is probably about 10% of the parts I need. Oh, you're bringing it closer. What? Parts in a bag.
Ooh.
It's this is just a Gridfinity box. There's nothing special about it.
Thank you, Mike. Does anyone else have any show and tell?
It's not worth showing, but the, whatchamacallit, access control system has made progress. I've got a all right, I'm talking to the board that'll be used for the door.
Yay.
It does not yet read the NFCs, but that's tonight's goal.
Hooray! I gotta turn the camera again.
The
I can't hear you anymore if you say anything.
Help. No one can hear us talk. Tap, tap.
We can hear
Oh, we can hear you now.
I think our microphone died.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh, we hear you now.
Hooray!
Someone painted a really cool thing outside. Can't take the camera out there. Who painted the planets outside? Does anyone know? The spray paint planets? No?
On the new welding barrier wall.
Anyway, it's really cool. If you haven't seen it, you should check it out. I'll post
Anyways.
a picture in a journal later again.
Yes. Now that everyone can hear me, upcoming events. FamiLAB annual meeting will be March 25th at 3 p.m. The next open house will be the second Tuesday of February, which is the 14th at 8 p.m. The next board meeting will be February 16th at 8 p.m.
That's my birthday.
Happy birthday. Would you like us to put you on a pedestal?
No.
Love your pillow.
No.
And the next member meeting will be February 21st at 8 p.m.
I sense a theme.
Yes, we do Tuesdays a lot at 8 p.m. All of these are available on the FamiLAB calendar, which is available on the familab.org website. If you would like to run a class, workshop, or anything, let us know in Slack in the events and classes page so we can get it on the calendar. Any member is able to run any event.
And you just have to be 5 minutes ahead of the class to be able to run it.
That's what we call it, a workshop.
Wait, you were 5 minutes ahead of them?
Anyways, now
Yeah,
we are
go
going
on.
to do introductions of prospective members, starting with rock, paper, scissors. Which one wants to go first? Starting with Matt.
Or you can go up front.
Yeah, we can.
Whatever.
I apparently broke the camera.
You stop breaking things.
No. It's a new camera. Who dis?
You know, you would think that of all the Zoom calls and stuff that we're all on these days, we would have.
Ah!
Wonderful. Right. So hi, I'm Matt. I just moved here to Massachusetts. Massachusetts, I was a member at a makerspace called World Makes down there. I think it was like 2 or 3 years I was a member there. So I came to Orlando. I realized you guys have a bunch of makerspace here, and FamiLAB is a spot where I live, and I visited last week. It was pretty cool. But I make things for Comic-Con events. These puppets go to Comic-Con with me. But really, the last year, I've been working really hard on getting better at making puppets. I think I made 10 puppets within the last year, kind of a Muppet / Fraggle Rock style. It's kind of like crank anchors, that. But the next 3 projects I'm going to do are going to be puppets, so I do that here. Awesome. Do you also puppeteer? Or do you just make the puppets? At Comic-Con, I do some puppeteering. Kind of adds a layer to your costume. But I'm not amazing at it. I'm getting better.
Have you been to any cons lately?
I went to a Taco Fest last weekend in Miami, actually, but I'm going to go to MegaCon.
Okay.
I'm kind of busy, but I got.
That's
Big convention these days. Questions for Matt?
What can you teach us?
I'm actually thinking about this a lot, and there are some like, I could definitely do like some kind of like teaching on, especially how to make like, when I was a teacher last year, I taught students how to make smaller versions of puppets, like hand puppets that were kind of nice. I can show you some pictures of it on my phone if you like. But just simple with the toilet paper roll and just a little template you can make. I already have patterns printed and stuff like that. So you can use for classes and things like that. I made a the DJ Marshmallow. I made a pattern to make a puppet of Marshmallow. But anyway, like stuff like that, I have little ideas for how I could use like puppet. Also, I'm getting pretty good with EVA foam and making things out of that. Making my own patterns and things like that. So all those I do. Very cool.
Not to say that we're not awesome, but Maker Effects, the other space in town, the one south Orlando, we're friends with them, so I don't mind telling you this. But they also have a big cosplay scene that they've been building up down there. Because they have one of their members is apparently big on TikTok for cosplay or something. I don't know. She did the Decayed Guardian, and she took that to Dragon Con, MegaCon last year, and stuff like that. All right. Thank you, Matt. If no one else has any questions, we'll move on to Nick. Stay where you are. Come to the center and front. We're going to roughly point the camera at you. Hello, introduce yourself. Who are you? How did you come to find us? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
I'm a member of the Orlando Discord associated with Reddit, Brian invited me. So I just kind of work on there. And and so I'm resurfacing my head after 9 years of raising kids. So meeting people and getting like out of the house. But I'm matchmaking, woodworking, leatherworking, gardening, I grew alongside. Just got a 3D printer, so I'm doing things associated with all that printing up the storm. Yeah, very cool. Yeah.
What kind of knives do you like to make? Or would you like to make?
So up to now, I've made like EDC knives, bushcraft knives, things like that. I'm kind of pivoting for kitchen, culinary. So.
You should talk to Roger. Roger's not on the thing, but you should talk to Roger.
Roger kitchen knives.
What do you feel about making axes?
Sounds like fun. Yeah, you just need a big piece of metal. Yeah.
You can also throw knives.
Yeah.
You can throw anything.
The problem with
That's
knives
not
is
true.
that
Throw a mic.
they bounce. Like, so like if you throw a knife wrong and it doesn't stick, it's just like. It's why we don't bring our knives.
Sounds like fun.
Because when they don't stick, they can go.
They go anywhere.
And they go far.
Feel like we're getting off track.
So cool.
Yeah, so
Yeah, no,
exactly
meaning-
as normal.
Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Nick?
What would you like to teach us? And what's your favorite?
I like history, so I don't fit in necessarily with a lot of the cosplay type thing.
What era of history?
We're having a hard time hearing you because of the noise cancellation.
Oh, also the fans on.
Europe. Noise cancellation. Yeah.
What kind of history do you like?
But more recently, I'm kind of going through the history of the United States. So
Okay.
I'm kind of going through the birth and kind of to contextualize like what's happening now and see if things have always been crazy, which they seem to always happen. Yeah.
There was a song by a famous artist known as Billy Joel. He wrote a song. We lost the camera again.
Fuck.
It's a very poignant song about that exact same thing.
What happened to the "here's the stool, stand here" thing?
We didn't do it this month because there's
Like 6 people here.
There's a couple stools too.
That's the wrong camera.
Ooh.
Anyways, they can still hear you. What period of history? Just all of it?
The U.S. history.
Yeah, U.S. history right now.
Very cool. Is there
Thank you very much.
anything that you want to learn in terms of like skills?
CNC, I think CNC. So in regard to knife making, I like to try to CNC the handles instead of shape. The shaping takes quite a while, so I wanted to see if I can CNC some handles, things like that, and I could share that knowledge, any woodworking knowledge, things, all whatever. I mean, it sounds like a pretty knowledgeable group of people. So
There's lots of us who know things.
Yep, but everybody knows something different.
Yes.
Yeah. So hopefully
Except
there's
about
a
fucking
trick or
camera.
method that I can share that somebody doesn't know.
Do you know how to work a USB webcam?
Yeah, I fix them.
They're slightly less arcane than printers.
When I'm in the office, I have to help people.
Hilariously, I am also that person.
You're an accountant.
I am an accountant. No, I'm not an accountant. I'm an accounting professional.
And IT apparently.
Well, awesome. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you.
This is what happens, Kyle, when you're not here. I break everything. Anyways. I blame the new camera.
It's always the new stuff's fault.
He probably just doesn't like that USB extension.
It's probably that USB extension cable.
Well, it was working fine, the USB extension. But yeah, probably.
Anyway, sorry everyone.
Sorry from the bottom of our heart. He's there.
Hey, there you go.
I'm just not going to move it.
Okay.
We did have one member complete the process, Michael, Neil. I have to specify because there's another Michael here.
It's not as bad as it was the once time.
Yes. After the meeting, you'll be getting an email on payments and how to get it set up. If no one has anything else to add to the meeting, we will go ahead and adjourn. Going once.
Don't forget, annual soon.
Annual meeting, March
Be on the board.
25th.
Even brand new members can be on the board of directors, and it's fun, and you can put it on your resume.
Yes.
Yeah,
And we need more board members.
Yes.
it's really not difficult. We
No.
Yeah,
Make
this
sure-
board's really chill.
Are the bills paid? Yes. Do we have money? Yes.
Is there something that we can do to improve the state of the lab as a director of the board?
Without having to do everything ourselves.
Are we still talking hypothetical questions? Theoretical?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Anyways, end of meeting. Goodbye.
Bye.
I have to go turn off the thing.